What's going on, guys? So, I would start by saying congratulations. Well, I'm gonna say congratulations because I know that this lineup is gonna be in the money tonight. Um, just in retrospect, I do remember I was trying to take out Antetokounmpo during the live show and get Anthony Davidson for the $200 that we had left over. But I have Antetokounmpo as a guard, and I didn't have any forward spots. And then I did say right before lock that this might be the weakest link of the lineup. I pretty much called it that he was going to be the reason we failed. And if I would have took him and Antetokounmpo out, threw Anthony Davidson as the forward, I would have found some other value. We would have been in a much better place right now. But with 66 minutes remaining to be about 250, I still feel that that's going to push us into the money, and I'm still feeling pretty good about it. All right. Now I'm not gonna break down tomorrow's slate entirely, but I'm gonna briefly and go over certain games and say who I like. In this Miami Charlotte game so far, Kemba Walker got some strong consideration from me at home. I know it's Miami, but they've been really struggling recently. So Kemba Walker is who I like. And then Whiteside, I mean, he's doing good numbers, but for 8K, I want upper 40s. And with his hand hurt and with the stitches and whatnot, he's been in the lower 40s and whatnot. So I'm gonna give him some more time before I pick on him. And then DeRozan, is hit and miss. We get him on the right night, we'll get money. But um, not really interested. This Cleveland Boston game, I really like tomorrow. I'm gonna I think I have about three players in my lineup from that game. Anthony Davis is gonna go off in 3 games, averaging 33.5 minutes. He's already averaging close to 6 times value. Plus their number one seed. So he really wants this game. He wants to this will really, push them ahead. So guards against Cleveland is what you want. So many reasons I could tell you why I like Isaiah Thomas. And if you've been following my videos, I don't really roster Isaiah Thomas. I really don't like to, but tomorrow's the day you want to get some Isaiah Thomas, man. He's in a good spot. Gary Harris put up about near 40 today. Um, This is what the two fastest paced teams in the NBA. So I think a lot of shots are gonna go up. In the 2 games they played, he's already averaging 37, which is about almost 7 times value for his price. I really like Gary Harris a lot. A lot of people are gonna start looking at some Gallinari, which makes sense. I do like Gallinari in that game as well. Um, it's just that Gallinari is 6K and his floor is pretty safe, and this is a good matchup for him. But I like Gary Harris for the cheaper price more. And then LeBron James, man, for the same reason I like Isaiah Thomas. It's going to be a huge game. He's already averaging in 3 games 60 against this team. I know it's a back to back, and LeBron played a lot of minutes today, but um, it's just something we have to address at lock. But if he plays, definitely like some LeBron. And the coach already said that if the guys feel good that he'll run them back to back games. He already made that clear. Thomas Robinson, his price is still too low. We know what he's doing. He's in the 30s consistently. He may drop at 25, which is still 6 times value. Tariq Black still looking a little bit questionable. If Tariq Black is out, then you just have to go with so he's still questionable with some knee issues. And if a guy has some knee issues at this point in the season when they're trying to get first round pick and all that, and Thomas Robinson is playing good, you just have to keep riding that until he's 6K, guys. You got to stay with Thomas Robinson. I love Thomas Robinson tomorrow. Um, but other things in this Cleveland game that I like, if your name is Gabriel Santana, then you pick Kyrie Irving. I mean, I'm all good. I mean, Kyrie is another guy. He's in a great spot tomorrow, but he's been struggling recently, so I'm gonna give him some time to get over whatever he's going through. J.R. Smith is gonna be dealing with some of this guy, Avery Bradley, so it's just not a good matchup. I think J.R. Smith is gonna overcome it and still have a good game. This is gonna be a big game tomorrow. And I think J.R. Smith is going to overcome it. In 35 minutes, he only put up 19 points, and it's a tough matchup for him. So don't like J.R. Smith. Oh, I love Kevin Love as well, guys. Love Kevin Love. We know that Boston gives it up to the power forwards. Kevin Love's in 2 games, 33 minutes, 48. Now, Kevin Love played quite a bit of minutes today, but only 28. He only played 28 minutes today. And I think that was done strategically. Um, Against Boston in this urgency of a game, I think having Love and LeBron is a good mix. Today Love went off, and I think he's gonna go off again tomorrow. Kevin Love is looking healthy again. Love Kevin Love in this matchup. And that's about it. I guess you can look at Tristan Thompson, but again, LeBron just made another comment, the same comment that I've been making about this Kardashian stuff. Just not really interested in Tristan Thompson. And on the Boston side, it's just really Isaiah Thomas. Al Horford is going to have his hands full down low. Um, Jay Crowder is kind of sneaky, but I guess he's banged up. And that makes me like Isaiah Thomas even more, that Jay Crowder is banged up. But Jay Crowder against Cleveland is a good matchup, and that's something I'll probably consider as well. On the Denver side, to be honest, Moutier, he had a decent game. He did hit value for us today. If Nelson is out again tomorrow, I'll go Moutier again. Sure thing for 4K. Definitely. I'm not worried about Pat Bev because Moutier comes off the bench. So if Nelson is out tomorrow for 4,100, I will consider some Moutier if other news change up my lineup and I decide to go that direction. I think Moutier is a great play. And then I like Gary Harris a lot. Gallinari I like a little more than a little bit. Wilson Chandler too, but he's coming off the bench, so I don't know. And then Fareed left with an injury today, so if Fareed is ruled out, definitely, and we'll start looking at some Wilson Chandler or even Mason Plumlee, depending on how the team decides they're gonna go. If they're gonna go big or whatnot. On the Houston side of the ball, when I was fixing this lineup, I initially had James Harden in as a lock. I like James Harden a lot tomorrow. I like him a lot. I'm not gonna get to him for that price because I like these other guys. I like this Cleveland game a lot. But James Harden, a very up-paced game. Honestly, if it wasn't for his so-called illness and wrist injury and just being banged up and seeming to be exhausted, Russell Westbrook already just broke the record. So I don't think he's really chasing as much as he was at some point. And we see 3 out of the last 4 games in the 40s with a wrist injury. So if he was fully healthy and the MVP race was still that close, I think it's all Russell at this point, honestly. But I still like Harden. I like Harden a lot. I like Harden a lot tomorrow. I'm just not going to be, as of now, I can't get to him. But if some value comes around tomorrow, then I can get to Harden. I do like Harden a lot. Eric Gordon in a starting lineup against Denver is a good matchup. That's a good play. I just like Gary Harris more for a couple $100, but Eric Gordon has the edge as the home team, and then Trevor Ariza has just been playing lights out against Denver. It's a tough matchup, at your own risk. And then we could look at Jokic. Jokic just not doing it for me, man. Not for that price. They have to put Jokic at like 8-9 for me to really start considering him. But again, up pace matchup on both sides. Are going to be chances for a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists, steals. So that's like OKC Memphis. Westbrook is looking to take the record, right? And his price dropped significantly. Still, I'm not paying 8K on a big slate like this, guys. I can't do it. Now, if I make like a turbo lineup or something and it's a smaller slate, yeah, but on a big slate like this, I can't do Westbrook. He had a triple double today and he didn't even touch value. All right. He got his triple double today and what he did. Let me check on Westbrook's points. Anthony Davis went off. I'm so upset about it. 55. They have a snowflake next to him, and the guy had a triple double. So, this point of the season, like I said, man, this guy's just trying to break records, but he's not really. I just don't. I can't get to Russell Westbrook for that price. All right, and then Oladipo, I do like. I do like Oladipo, and then Enes Kanter is another guy. I had him in my lineup, but then I realized that if I want all these other guys, I have to take him out. Enes Kanter is too cheap, man. 4,400. I'm taking it every time. But be aware, he has been going through something. 9, 20, and 7. He did have a good game today, upper 20s, but still, I like Ennis Cannon. And then on the Memphis side, we know when Mike Conley is gonna get his, especially against Russell Westbrook. He's gonna get steals. Russell Westbrook gives up a lot of steals. And I think I think Westbrook might want to break that record at home too. That's something else to consider. So, um, Conley, I like a little more than a little bit. I can't say I like him a lot, but I like him a little more than a little bit. Um, and then the bigs, we just don't know. We gotta see what's going on with Marc Gasol. Randolph just had a monster game in overtime tonight. Even though they lost to San Antonio. So that's that for that game. And then the Lakers game I was speaking about. Tyler Ennis and Deadman are the two people in this lineup that if other values jumps out tomorrow, I would substitute them or think about it, right? But if say this was about 5 minutes before lock and I was playing this slate right now and everyone would be playing, this is the lineup I would go with right here, right? The thing with Thomas Robinson I kind of spoke about is that Tariq Black is gonna be out and this guy's hot and it's a good matchup. San Antonio could be a little bit tough down low, but I think coming off of this overtime game, they may not be that strong down low. And Thomas Robinson is just showing too much talent right now. Deadman, I think, is going to have another big game. He won us money over the weekend. And just look at his numbers for the bare minimum. Why would they have this guy at 3K when he's putting up 25, 25, 20, 6, even 16? I wouldn't be too upset about that, right? So as of now, I got Deadman in, and then Tyler Ennis, same story. The guy's 3,200, 17, 16, 20, 31. So it's punt plays that I'm willing to take only because I like everything else that I got around it. And between Isaiah Thomas and LeBron James, we could be looking at 100 off the back. You throw Gary Davidson between the top three, that's 140. And Devin Booker gets you another 40, that's 180. Kevin Love gets you 40, that's 220. And then you get another 30 from this guy, 250. And then 20 from Deadman, 270, another 15 from this guy, 270, 285, 290 guys go off. So we're looking pretty good with this lineup. And like I said, it's way too early to be certain which direction we're going to go with it, all right? Golden State versus Phoenix. In this fast-paced game, I love Devin Booker. The thing with Devin Booker, it could be a blowout, no matter what it is. He's going to play 40 minutes, and he's going to take 30 shots, 20 to 30 shots. So a guy like that, I don't care how much he costs, you just got to put him in. And then he's in a matchup where it should be high scoring at home, and the way that the team is just riding him. Like for example, he went 7 for 22, 1 for 6, but did enough to still hit about 6 times value for his price. So what if he has a good shooting game tomorrow? What if he comes out and he's a little hot? The ceiling's there for that guy, man. The way that they're running him, you just can't ignore Devin Booker at this point in the season. Phoenix is running him way too much. All right, and then this game, I like a lot of people here, but Golden State coming off of the back-to-back, we just don't know where that's gonna go. And then in Phoenix, I try to get a look at T.J. Warren. I did like T.J. Warren quite a bit. Similar story. He's gonna play 40 minutes, put up 20-something shots, and it's a lot of opportunity. It's just that I don't think the rebounds are going to be there for him. I think he's going to have a hard time grabbing the boards, but the shots are going to be there for him. And honestly, I think I might even like T.J. Warren a little more than Devin Booker. So I might shift some things around and get T.J. Warren instead of Booker. And let's see how that works. It's just too soon to tell again. And then Dallas versus Clippers is a game I'll probably stay away from. Dallas players, we don't know who's going to rest, who's going to play. Then on the Clippers side, it's just a bunch of matchup irregularities. And then with the way that Dallas is resting and doing things, that game is possible to get out of hand. I don't know. I just don't feel too confident about that Dallas Clippers game. And that's about it. That's pretty much preliminary how I feel about tomorrow's slate. Let's see what these guys are doing here. And so they took Noel back out. I wonder why. See how much points he has at halftime. Noel is gonna have 21 at halftime. So The world's gonna get us in the 40s tonight, guys. I think we're gonna be in the green, man. I think we're gonna be good. Um, let's see if we're already in the green, right? Not quite, but close enough. Not too far off. 257. I think Noel come out push with Noel and Harris. I think we get to 285 tonight, and that'll definitely get us in the money in all formats. So just keep our fingers crossed. Let me submit this lineup, and I'll make adjustments as news drop. And that's about it. Let me see what you guys are talking about on YouTube. Anoop, welcome back. Man, Tristan Thompson killed my Kyrie lineup. Still cash, but Tristan Thompson left so much meat on the bone. What up, y'all? Lewis, we really need to focus on building a first place lineup. I need that 25. Hey, Jeremiah, I'm telling you, it's coming. Trust me. Greek Freak messed us up tonight, but we still gonna cash on that lineup, so don't worry about it. But don't worry. John Cena, that Kylo Quinn. You know, I live in New York, so from I see if what's his name would have played, I would have probably been a little more cautious with Kylo Quinn, not Porzingis, but the other forward that they got, Lance Thomas. But when I realized that both were out, it was a no-brainer, man. I knew that. I played Kylo Quinn very confidently tonight, guys. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, he was spot on. Yeah, Kylo Quinn was a no-brainer, guys. Memphis is weak again, point guards, so we should build around Westbrook. Nah, I'm good with that price on Westbrook right now. Not on this big of a slate, guys. I mean, if tomorrow comes and enough value is there that I can get to it comfortably, yes. But I'm not gonna force Westbrook in a lineup and say I'm building around him. That's kind of dangerous, you know. Yeah, I think Devin Harris is gonna hit 18 tonight. Don't worry about that 4 points. He missed about three pointers, and so that would have been what 12 more points. I think he's all right, man. Russell Westbrook got 55 DK points with a big snowflake next to it, and the guy just made history and had his triple double. So that's what I mean with Russell Westbrook, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about for 80, honestly. Lewis exposed Memphis against point guards. I know I get what you're saying, man, but I don't love Westbrook tomorrow. I like him a little more than a lot more than a little bit, but I don't love him tomorrow. And I can't even say I like him a lot for that price. So I agree. Golden State should have some value, but it's hard to pick who does well with that team. One day, Klay Thompson come out hot, hit mad threes, and the next day, Draymond is doing triple double numbers. Then Steph Curry gets crazy. It's just hard, man. It's hard. Yeah, don't give up on Devin Harris, guys. Trust me. I think it was the same thing the last game too. First quarter, he had like first half, he had like 6. End of the game, he was like 17, 18. Devin Harris is good to go. Everybody gonna be on Harden against Denver. But I like Westbrook. I love Harden tomorrow, and I like Westbrook a lot. Put it like that. Zaza for 3.2 seems too. Yeah, Zaza's risky. This guy Shaqtin' the Fool is playing much better. What's his name? JaVale McGee. They trying to get him playoff ready. So Zaza is on the brinks. Great calling, O'Quinn, Lewis. Was at work and couldn't check the vid before lock. Yeah, Silver. O'Quinn was the last minute. DFS, what's up? Keep doing your thing, bro. I know that you will do great during the playoff. I'm gonna do better during the playoff. I feel like I'm doing great now, man. These picks that I'm putting through are not bad. I'm looking at these picks. I'm having like the top 2 players of the night. So I agree with you, DFS. I watched that game and Westbrook just did enough to get that triple. Yeah, Westbrook is come on, the guy is exhausted. I know he seems like Superman, but look what he's doing. How long you think he's gonna be doing that? He just wants his history with his team up, and he's good. He don't even care if they win at this point because he's not gonna get 4th place. At this point, it's looking like they have to play Houston, which I'm afraid of, but whatever. Okay, so Lewis, say Westbrook. So then, Lewis, who is the man to build around? I got kids to feed. You got to build around that Cleveland game, man. Grab some LeBron with Kevin Love with some Isaiah Thomas, man. That's the core. Trust me, that Cleveland game, you don't need late night ham after that. It's gonna be crazy. Westbrook a must play on the 4-game turbo slate. Thoughts on this? Yeah, if it's a 4-game turbo, yeah, definitely throw Westbrook. You cannot not throw Westbrook because even if he gets 55 on a turbo slate, it's so small of an amount of games that. All right, on a 11 slate game, you have people like tonight, Cousins, AD, um, Paul George. So many options that can go off that it's risky to play up for a player like that when you could use that money and get people like a Paul George like we did tonight. But on a 4-game slate now, you got to throw Westbrook in there. And then, yeah, I'll probably do a 4-game slate video and then throw that lineup into the main lineup and have 2 lineups tomorrow. That's not a bad idea either. But for me to call Westbrook my main lineup tomorrow, I can't do it, man. It's a little risky. All right. Let's build another lineup. Jeremiah, I believe you. You got kids to feed. I could tell, man. I got to wake up early in the morning, man. I got to wake up early. But what I will do is I'm going to, instead of an hour before lock, I come on a little earlier and I make a turbo lineup for tomorrow. And then we could throw that into the lineups as well. I do that just for you, Jeremiah. But you got to be on around 5:30-ish. It's going to be like 5:30. So I hope you home from work at that time so we can make it work. Matt Barnes with Draymond and Iggy resting. How you know Draymond and Iggy gonna rest? And if Draymond and Iggy rest, then I'm going with Biggs in that case. If Draymond rests, I might lock in like a JaVale McGee. But who they playing? Who they playing? Houston? No, Houston playing Denver. I don't know. I will have to look at it, man. The fade on Westbrook was on point. I already know. That's why I'm fading him again tomorrow. He said, dog, I'll be at work. Yo, follow me on Twitter. Send me a message on Twitter, and I'll shoot you that lineup ASAP, and then you can just switch it right in on your phone. You don't got to be at the show. I'll send it to you on Twitter. I hold my word on that. They both went off. They both had over 60. AD and Cousins. They both went off. He has called the rest already. Oh, yeah? All right, let me take a look at it real quick, man. Let me take a look at it real quick. Draymond and who? Iggy? Oh, Phoenix. Okay, so all right. So no Draymond and no Iggy. You gotta go JaVale McGee for the minimum. JaVale McGee is in the 20s. Look at this. I don't even gotta tell you what you now that you said that, look, this is what I'll do right now. If that's a fact, you take out Deadman or Ennis, whichever one. Let's take out. You just throw JaVale McGee, boom. And then to make it a sure thing, you take a person like Zaza. Let me see. David West. I don't know about David West, man. I think David West too. It just depends. I gotta look at it tomorrow, man. I gotta look at it tomorrow when everything else is out, and I'll have a good look at it. But right now it's too soon, man. It sucks I had 80 and yeah, man. And you know, I should have done that too because it was Denver, and there's so many possessions in the Denver game because of the pace and whatnot. So many possessions that you just have to get the big. So, yeah, I'm sleepy, bro. I gotta get up at 7. I gotta get up at 7 in the morning. There's no way I'm making a lineup right now. And again, Jeremiah, listen, this is what I'm telling you. If I make a lineup right now and you play it tomorrow, you're gonna lose, man. The winning lineup needs to be made at lock when all the news is out. We know who's resting. They got people like you who put in a lineup already. So those type of people already lost. You know what I mean? We got those out the way. Then they got the real DFS players that's waiting for that news, like me, and they still not as good as me. You know what I mean? So you got to get ahead of the competition. That's how you do it, man. You can't make a lineup at midnight the night before. Not at this point in the season. So trust me. Trust the process. I got a tentative lineup right now, and then tomorrow. Shout out to Gil Pabon. Before I log off, he is my subscriber recognition of the day. He said, your lineup made me some cash tonight. Thanks. Hey, man, you're welcome. That's what it's about. Some cash. It's going to make all of us cash after halftime. When Harris come out, hit like 2 threes, get 2 more assists. That's all we need, right? 2 3-pointers is what? 6, 7 points, and then 2 more assists. That's another 3 points. That's 10 points on top of his four. It's gonna be 14. And then what's his name already got 20 points. So he gonna get his double. He's gonna be like 45. So let's see what that's gonna be. That's gonna be another 20 plus 10. I see another 35 on top of this. So what's this? We're gonna be in the 290s, man. Remember, I told y'all that. At the end of tonight, we're gonna be in the 290s. Forget cash, we need money. And Tetakumpo already killed our money for tonight. We're not gonna be like we was on Sunday. So we can just make everything that we purchased back, and then tomorrow we're gonna kill him. We're gonna get him tomorrow, all right? Yeah, I'm not making a lineup. D Silva. I know Jermar. Jermar looked like he ready to put his income tax on this lineup tonight. I think Jermar put his income tax on my lineup tonight. I could feel it. I could feel it, man. All right, guys. Peace and love, blessings, man. And tomorrow 5:30, 5:30 sharp. I'm gonna do a turbo lineup. I'll even do a Westbrook lineup for y'all if y'all want it. And then we gonna do the main lineup and we gonna get that chicken. We gonna fill our tummy up. All right. Peace.